When Haley was announced earlier today, she became the first female and first minority to be nominated to a cabinet-level position in the new administration. Tonight, we learn more about the governor from Correspondent Kristin Fisher.
I will always be the proud daughter of immigrants.
When South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley was sworn in, she became the state's first female governor. And today she became the first woman to be tapped for a top-level post in the Trump administration. In a statement, she said, quote, "I always expected to finish the remaining 2 years of my second term as governor, but that when the president believes you have a major contribution to make, that is a calling that is important to heed." Her last 2 years as governor made her a role model for racial reconciliation, something with which Mr. Trump continues to struggle. In 2015, she was praised for how she handled the mass shooting of 9 black parishioners at a church in Charleston. The next month, she signed a bill to remove the Confederate flag from the state's capital.
The Confederate flag is coming off the grounds of the South Carolina State House.
That led to prime time, the Republican response to the State of the Union, and she used it to take a swipe at then-candidate Donald Trump.
During anxious times, it can be tempting to follow the siren call of the angriest voices. We must resist that temptation.
In February, she was an aggressive surrogate for Marco Rubio in her state's primary.
Donald Trump is everything I taught my children not to do in kindergarten. I taught my 2 little ones, you don't lie and make things up.
By March, she'd become one of Trump's targets on Twitter. The people of South Carolina are embarrassed by Nikki Haley. Haley responded with her signature Southern charm, "Bless your heart." She then endorsed Ted Cruz after Rubio dropped out. But by the time it was all over, she'd once again become a role model, this time for reconciliation within her own party.
While I won't pretend to have always been President-elect's biggest cheerleader, I did vote for him, and I was absolutely thrilled to see him win.
In a statement today announcing her nomination, the president-elect said Governor Haley has a proven track record of bringing people together. She is also a proven deal maker, and we look to be making plenty of deals.
Now, at first, the governor of South Carolina might seem like an odd choice for ambassador to the UN, and she doesn't have a ton of foreign policy experience, but her state is home to a growing number of companies with clients all over the world, like Boeing and BMW. Doug?
Kristin Fisher tonight from our newsroom. Thank you, Kristin.